Welcome back, you wonderful fucking guests. I hope you have your suit on, your fancy gown on, whatever the fuck you would wear at an award show, because today you're at the most illustrious fucking award show that this network has ever presented. Welcome to the first KONY'S. Yeah, the crowd's fucking going wild right now. It is absolute pandemonium here. The people are ready. The people are ready to hear what the KONY'S are, why we're doing this for this episode of Jony and Kenton, and how it all breaks down. Listen, the KONY'S are our music award show. Here, you're gonna get the objective truth that is subjectively told by us. And that's why we made this award show. Let's get into it. We got 5 nominations and 1 winner of the award. The awards that we will be giving out today will be for Rap Album of the Year, R&B Album of the Year, Banger of the Year, Electronic Song of the Year, Feature of the Year, Best Bar/Verse of the Year, Music Video of the Year, Performance of the Year, New Artist of the Year, Favorite Track of the Year, Record of the Year, and then, of course, finishing it up with Album of the Year. Kenton, let's start it off with Rap Album of the Year.
Alright guys, yeah, we about to kick it off with Rap Album of the Year. Just reminding you guys again, this is the first annual KONY Awards, the 2018 Music Awards. So let's start it off with Rap Album of the Year. For my nominations, I have J. Cole's KOD, Pusha T's Daytona, Meek Mill's Championships, J-Rock's Redemption, and Belly's Immigrant. 5 incredible albums. But there can only be one, guys. There can only be one winner.
Kenton Hipshire, who are you giving the Rap Album of the Year to?
This year's 2018 Rap Album KONY goes to Pusha T's Daytona. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Just let me remind you. This was not only in the start of one of the biggest beefs of this year, Pusha T versus Drake that is, but it also has continued throughout the year with Drake versus Kanye. So now, where will this end? What will Pusha T do next? For that, I don't know. But what I do know is this man had bars. Absolute fire. And I'm very excited, very happy that Pusha T can be the first KONY award winner for 2018.
He essentially committed regicide in the game today. Going into 2018, everybody thought Drake was untouchable. Everybody thought this guy couldn't get got. And then Pusha said, nah, not with me.
For sure, man. I couldn't say it better myself. Thank you, Pusha T, for dropping consistently good music. No pun intended. But nevertheless, great music. We appreciate you. We love you.
This is an amazing year for rap, to say the least. A lot of really, really strong, consistent music from the whole playing field. I have to admit, taking a look back on this year retrospectively, this is the most consistent quality of music we've gotten in a year in a while, given its range. I think for people who are solely looking for one specific genre of rap, you could probably say that there were better years, but in terms of rap being able to diversify itself, innovate, and also just stretch the range of what quality is, I feel like 2018 did a great job of exemplifying that, and I just want to thank the field first and foremost. Let's get into these nominations. A lot of my nominations are similar to that of Kenton, which means that the top really, really showed out this year. Good job to you guys. J-Rock with Redemption, Pusha T with Daytona, J. Cole with KOD, Nipsey Hussle with Victory Lap, Earl Sweatshirt with Some Rap Songs. Cause at the 2018 KONY'S, it gets savage if you want to be on top. You gotta be the best of the best. And to be the best of the best, your lyrics has to touch the whole culture and motivate a whole other generation. And who else did that better than my man Nipsey Hussle with Victory Lap? Nipsey Hussle gave us an album of black excellence. I don't want to hear otherwise. If you want to just learn how to love your community, learn that you're empowering yourself by giving back to the other generation, by helping those who helped put you up, and like just being constantly engaged in that process. Just Nipsey's ability to give young men of color a role model in a 2018 climate, I mean, it's just amazing. And you just understand really the waters that like Nipsey had to just like move through for us to be able to make progress. Like if it wasn't for people like Nipsey Hussle and Kendrick Lamar, like people who are just able to like put their area territorial ties away and like pretty much gang up together for the progress of their whole kind in LA, that just motivates me.
That's a great decision, man. I think that was a very wise choice. It definitely was hard for me to leave out Victory Lap. I'm glad that you pointed out the journey that Nipsey's been on and is currently on right now. One thing I think we should point out is one similarity that we have between our nominations is J. Cole's KOD and why KOD did not win. So for me, I decided that KOD was the album that society needed to hear, but it wasn't necessarily the best rap album of the year. There's a very large distinction between those two things. In society, the things that are going on, J. Cole is speaking directly to. However, musically, as far as a rap album, in my opinion, Daytona was a better rap album. So that was the distinction that I made between those two.
I totally agree with that. And for that, that's why I actually chose Victory Lap over KOD, because I feel like Victory Lap, its message was like more universal. Victory Lap is like a solution and KOD is more of identifying a problem. But that isn't to say that KOD isn't like an amazing album. I own a copy of KOD. I actually bought a signed copy of KOD. Like I have that currently on possession because I respect this album so much. Like I bought that.
Touche, my friend. Touche. All right, now guys, we're going to move on to our next category for the 2018 KONY'S. Once again, this is Jony Kenton, and you're tuned in to our end of the year music awards. This next category is Best R&B Album. Now, this one was tough for me to decide because looking back throughout the year, there was a lot of good R&B projects. I mean, a lot of good projects. And there were some people that had to be snubbed, and that's just the name of the game when you're talking about award shows. But I tried to balance it out as evenly as possible for what I personally like. Now, getting into my nominations, I have Ella Mai's LMA self-titled debut album. I have Jacquees's 4275, the king of R&B himself. I have My Tai by My Tai, of course. That's Jeremiah and Ty Dolla $ign's joint album. I have Tiana Taylor's Keep That Same Energy, also known as KTSE. And one that might seem a little bit out of place here is Charlie Puth's Voice Notes. Now, Charlie Puth's Voice Notes was a fantastic R&B album. If you haven't listened to it, I would definitely recommend you listening to it. There's a lot of big singles that have been on the radio that you probably already know, but the rest of the album was absolutely flame. But this is not the winner for the 2018 KONY R&B Album of the Year. The winner is none other than the king of R&B himself, Jacquees, for 4275. Now, this album was absolutely phenomenal. Now, it's really, really interesting how Jacquees and LMI both are on my R&B Album of the Year nomination. And there's been a lot of controversy between these two young artists. However, the difference between LMI's self-titled debut album and Jacquees's 4275 is very, very distinct. LMI's album is a very solid R&B classic album. However, Jacquees's album has the R&B it factor. This album puts you in a vibe. It gives you strong, strong emotions. And that's what R&B is supposed to invoke from you. The LMI album has some good tracks like Boot Up, Trip, Shot Clock. However, a lot of these songs don't sound like they're coming from her soul. They just sound like good R&B songs that maybe she wrote or that were written for her that she performed beautifully. However, Jacquees' songs all come from his soul. They all sound like he's singing from the depths of his soul, and he's really trying to charm the panties off of these ladies. But he's also talking about some real things. Like maybe you're in a relationship and you're a little worried that your woman might be into women, And maybe this relationship isn't going anywhere because there maybe is a woman on the side that you don't know about. To most men, this might be an ideal situation, but if you really love this girl, this could be a tumultuous situation for you. So Jacquees just covers all areas. And is he the real king of R&B? You guys should let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so R&B album of the year, 4275, definitely. Johnny, what you got for R&B album?
Like Kenton mentioned from before, we're here with these 5 nominations. We've got Eric Bellinger with Easy Call, Tiana Taylor with KTSE, Keep That Same Energy. We got Ty Dolla $ign and Jeremiah with My Ty, aka My Ty. We've got The Internet with Hive Mind. And of course, 4275 by Jacquees. But I have to do it. I have to give it to Miss Tiana Taylor for Keep That Same Energy. Tiana is such an artist. I can't state this enough. Like, the fact that she was so meticulous about how she wanted it to sound and like how she was able to identify what she believed were the flaws, and like she sold it like it was gonna be like this messed up, like misaligned, like horrible project. And for what it was, like simply for what Keep That Same Energy is, just embodies womanhood perfectly. And it's like, I feel like this like a R&B Mona Lisa to me.
I agree 1,000%, man. Shouts out to Iman, definitely one of Chicago's finest. But yeah, KTSE was a great album. I'm really, really happy that you gave her the R&B album of the year. Alright, but with that being said, once again, you guys are tuned in to the 2018 KONY'S, and this is Jony Kenton, and we're coming at you with our next category, and that is the top 5 bangers for 2018. Now for me, I had to mix it up a little bit. I had to really do a deep dive into my music playlist to try to figure out what was the 5 bangers that came out of this year, because there was just so many, man. 2018 was on fire. It was just like week after week after week, and I came up with these 5. Number 1, Lil Duval's Smile Bitch, Smile Bitch. DJ Khaled's No Brainer. Kodak Black's ZZ. Sheck West's Mo Bamba. And of course, Young Drake himself, aka Champagne Poppy, aka Mr. OVO himself, aka I'll charm the pants off you woman, even though I don't know what I really am ethnicity wise. I could be Jewish, I could be black, sometimes I'm Hispanic. I don't really know what I'm doing with my life. Young Drake, In My Feelings. I'm still struggling with this right now, but you know what? I feel like it's uncontestable. There's no better track than Sheck West's Mo Bamba. When that shit drop in the club, everybody's going up. Everybody knows the words. Everybody knows. It's been such a good year, man. And Sheck West, he came out of nowhere with heat.
I'm gonna have to start it off by saying the opposite of Kenton. That's right. We're disagreeing on this show. For me, the bangers category was super, super easy. For me, it was a super easy nominations list to write, and it was a super easy choice to make. I think it was so obvious. I think it's not even up for debate. If you're not fucking with these 5 songs, you wasn't at the club. Straight up. Like, I'm putting it on wax. You know what I'm saying? I've seen things. I've seen people from all different demographics unite in a Trumpian world to these songs. And the shit don't make no sense, but I know what slaps. And this is it, dog. Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Fifi.
Ray Shremmerd. Power Glide. Mo Bamba. Sheck West. Drip Too Hard. Lil Baby and Gunna. Sicko Mode. Drake and Travis Scott. You're probably noticing that I changed the cadence of my voice when I said that last category. It's because it's the winner, motherfucker. You know Sicko Mode was you knew it was gonna be the one, bro. Tell me one time you ever went to the bar, the club, you was at the barber shop, you was just stuck in traffic because traffic be like a motherfucker. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the day.
All right, and there goes Travis Scott and Drake. Thank you guys for showing up to the 2018 KONY'S once again. We appreciate it. They'll be doing a live performance later. It'll be recorded and then played on the podcast So you guys can tune into that at the end of the podcast.
We don't have the budget for this. We don't have the budget for any of that.
Yeah, I lied. All right, moving on. So now we're going to move on to our next category of the 2018 KONY Awards. Coming at you guys once again. This is Jony Kenton for the 2018 KONY Music Awards, and now we're gonna discuss the top 5 features of the year. Man, there were some good features this year. Really, really good features. So let's roll through the nominations. So first, I have Drake on Sicko Mode. Everybody knows he's creeping down the block. Everybody knows.
Everybody's taking the right too. You never go and be in the club and take the left after you creep down the block. You not doing that.
What rock have you been living under if you're taking a left? But yeah, so we have Drake's feature on Sicko Mode. We have Sid's feature on Levin Khalil's Do You Wrong. We have the Migos feature on Cardi B's Drip. Came through dripping. Drip, drip. We have Chance the Rapper's feature on Cardi B's Best Life. And we have number 5, and coincidentally, the winner of the 2018 Feature of the Year, Ricky Thompson for Aminé's Dr. Whoever. Bitch, what the fuck? He's not only featured on this song, he's also featured throughout Aminé's 1.5 album. A phenomenal album, by the way. But Ricky Thompson does his damn thing. This man is 100% himself.
Top 5 features of the year. Man, listen. I knew who the winner was going to be off top, and then I kind of had to fill in the rest. So, I'm not going to lie, I gave this the least thought out of all of them if I had to be honest about it, but still, even saying that means I thought about this for like at least a week. Jay-Z with What's Free. We have Sway Lee with Hopeless Romantics. Then, of course, we got Sicko Mode Drake, and then, you know, this nomination might be the most controversial nomination the award show, as illustrious as it is, has ever had to give out. People are going to be like, wow, how did this happen? Did they pay Johnny off? Like, oh, is there a scandal on our hands? Listen, it is what it is. Jacquees for Trip. Now, listen, I know the Queen Mix never came out. Listen now.
Oh man, please elaborate, because the audience is losing their shit right now. They're just going wild out here at our surprise venue, aka the McDonald's off of 38.
The internet can't make this go away. Once you heard the Q Mix, the Queen Mix, however it's pronounced, I don't feel comfortable as a grown man saying anything that starts with the Qui. It's just already too much. Nonetheless, the remix of Trip that Jacquees made, them Jacquees vocals were better suited for the song, but not the winner. That's right.
What?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not the undisputed king of R&B?
No, it is in fact not he's not even the undisputed king of R&B. Jacquees gotta chill. Like, yo, get you. This is like Joel Embiid coming in his rookie season and be like, yo, I'm the best player in the league. I don't understand how nobody think they can stop me. I'm gonna go out there and get buckets. And then getting absolutely wrecked and not being able to make it to the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make sure that you're playing more consistently. And to that, I had to give it to a more consistent player with Gunna. Everybody is like probably not that surprised now. It makes a lot of sense. Gunna's been killing it all year. But what feature, Johnny, out of all of the features of Gunna's that you stand, which ones do you stand the hardest? And obviously, my answer to y'all today is Yosemite.
Oh, okay. Why specifically Yosemite? Was there a specific reason?
I think, you know, the takeover factor is there. I think there was definitely an element of that where he just really, like, I go to that song to listen to Gunna more than I do to listen to Travis Scott's part. And then just the accompaniment of the production, I think just really made it a cohesive project. And I just felt like that was the song I would most likely be singing in my car. You know what I'm saying, if you try to catch me in my most embarrassing moments in life, it's me like getting like unnecessarily emotional to the feature that is Gunna. Like Gunna makes the best features, but this was the best of the best. And I was like, listen, if you're the best of the best, I gotta give you the best feature award for that. So like,
I'm just imagining that right now. Shouts out to Sustainable Energy once again. Shouts out to you for driving a Prius and committing to a greener earth, a healthier earth. I see you.
Yeah, and also shouts out Tesla too. Listen, let's not stop at EV. Let's get all options on the table. You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, greater ways to capture carbon emissions. So next we got most interesting abstract category out of all of our list here for awards, because electronic is a very abstract electronic. We're talking funky electric music, because that's what Kenton and me listen to. Just real like SoundCloud-esque lo-fi chill hip-hop, like YouTube studied beats. What I'm trying to say here is electronic songs describes a range of funk music to electronic. And because of that, I decided to nominate these 5 songs. The first song I have is Blush by Roto. 3 a.m. Lust Soft by Geo Theory. Thinking by Sam Galatri. By Katronada.
It's hard to see a type of girl like me. The stars truly, they want me to succeed. They doubt, they sleep, they keep on telling me I ain't going nowhere. Baby, wait till you see money and feel it. When I'm on tour, I let you know. And what's in store, I let you know.
May I by Monte Booker, featuring Reverend Lene.
I can hear your flowers blooming now. Oh, your little girls I will allow. I can hear your flowers blooming now. Oh, your little girls I will allow. Let me help you smile upon the ground.
This is a very broad category, so you guys can take it with a grain of salt. If you're a really heavy EDM listener, please don't be offended. Most of these choices aren't EDM, and if you are offended, fuck out of here. Because this is our podcast, and we do what we want to do. It's my nominations for Electronic Song of the Year. First up is Chromeo's Bedroom Calling Part 2, featuring The American Dream.
Trying to be cool, but you too plain. Burning up this life of mine. Head to toe, competition ain't even close. You know that I want you, girl. You know that I need you, girl. You know that I care. I could be anywhere, but I wanna be here with you.
Next is Fabich and Ja Funk's Back to Life.
Bring me back to life. When you're next to me, I feel so fine. When you're next to me, I feel my heartbeat with mine. Oh, when you're next to me, I feel so fine.
Tiesto's remix to Cream featuring Post Malone's song Jackie Chan.
She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo bitch wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
A recent Disclosure drop called Ultimatum. Now the winner for this category is Tiesto for Jackie Chan. This song was played everywhere. It plays in the club, in the car, when you're studying. We're gonna move on with our next category, which is the best performance of 2018, brought to you by Jony Kenton. My nominations are Drake's Scorpion Tour Staples Center performance. Now this is when LeBron was out there and Chris Brown was also brought out. Next up, Ray Shremmerd's Coachella Power Glide performance. Johnny already mentioned this before as a banger of the year, and rightfully so. And the performance definitely matches that. Next up, I have Chromeo's NPR Tiny Desk performance for their album Head Over Heels. Next, we have Travis Scott's Astro World Tour. And then finally, I have Cardi B's Back It Up performance on the BET Awards. There can only be one Connie award-winning performance, and that performance is Cardi B's Back It Up BET Awards performance.
Oh, she was backing it up.
Oh, she was backing it up. But really though, when Cardi went into Back It Up and she dropped down and started rapping as she was twerking, I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know.
That was crazy.
Oh man, let me tell you. These performances, they're getting better and better with the stage design, and the energy is only getting louder and louder. I think these 5 performances exemplified the most. Obviously, Travis Scott for the Astro World Tour. The specific performance that I want to shout out here is The Skeletons.
Oh, shit. That performance, so crazy.
We got Cardi B for the fucking Jingle Bell Rolling Loud concert where Offset interrupted her, and she still handled that shit like a goddamn champion. We got obviously Sheck West for Live Sheck West, Dying Sheck West. Listen, if you in the mosh pit and Live Sheck West, Die Sheck West comes on, you know what I mean? Virgil Abloh might have came up randomly on one of these festivals and was like, yo, let me just do a quick DJ set, and he put this shit on. Bro, you at the Spaghetti Boys event, you know what I'm saying? If you were able to sneak in any of that shit. We got Black. I would just pretty much give it to Black all 2018. If you've never seen Black live, go see Black live. He's one of the greatest performers I've ever seen in my life. But then the winner that I'm gonna give it to has got to be, I think this is like, literally, I felt like I was watching a Shakespeare play as this panned out. The fucking Weeknd, aka Abel, aka was he able to? Yes, he was. Sing to Bella Hadid to her fucking face, Call Out My Name. Literally the song that he fucking wrote like painstakingly, bro, out of a broken heart, just to get over his fucking relationship with like the woman he literally chose out of all these hoes he done fucking ran through. After all this pimp shit he's been running through here with his walls in Toronto, you know what I'm saying? Like after all these hoes he done ran through, he gave you his heart because he was in that space literally days after the breakup. Bella Hadid shows up fucking front row, Weekend what? Coachella, and makes eye contact with this man. Literally, Abel looks at just her for that whole song. Like usually, you know how performers have to like go around the whole stage and like look at the whole crowd and shit. Not this time. No. I know what you're trying to do. You're not gonna win this breakup, motherfucker. Let me set the record straight as this beautiful rainbow carousels in the background. You gon' still wanna call out this name. And that she did.
That was a beautiful reenactment of what happened at Coachella. Alright guys, so now we're gonna get into a very, very, very important award for tonight. That is the best record of the year. Now, before we get into this, we also have an award for our favorite track of the year. So Johnny, do you want to give them the breakdown on what the difference is between the best record and our favorite track of the year is?
Yeah, so our favorite track of the year is going to be subjectively our favorite song, and then record of the year is objectively the greatest piece of like musical art that was created for that year. So record considers production, lyrics, writers, composition, arrangement, like literally like the whole production credits that you would see on the back of the album. Like you have to consider that for one individual song. But then personal favorite track is just like you guys getting a dive into the mindset, better yet the mood of what our 2018 was, because it's our favorite track. It's very subjective. So for record you think objective, and then for favorite track you think subjective.
Great. Thank you for that clarification. Now, let's get into the nominations for Best Record of the Year at the 2018 annual KONY Music Awards. First nomination, The Light by Mai Tai. Now, the second nomination, Travis Scott's Sicko Mode. Third nomination, Tyga's Taste featuring Offset. The next nomination is Childish Gambino's This Is America. And the final nomination is Ray Shrimmer's Power Glide. Now, out of these five, the winner for the 2018 KONY Record of the Year is Childish Gambino's This Is America. Hands down, this has definitely got to be the record of the year. But yeah, what do you got for record of the year, man?
Alright, so coming into record of the year, like I was saying from before, you know, I had to consider all aspects of it: composition, songwriting, production, the whole niner. So I really took all of that into account when I was making this list. Tiana Taylor's Gonna Love Me, Come Back to Earth by Mac Miller, Redemption by J-Rock and SZA, Beauty and Essex by The Free Nationals and Daniel Cesar, Could Have Been by her and Bryson Tiller. Most importantly, I think Come Back to Earth spoke the loudest, especially considering Mac's journey, like, in the context of what 2018 was. But Mac Miller was also cognizant of that too, and that's what makes Mac Miller always such a smart and lovable artist to me. And he did all of it on purpose, and the music that he left us all has a purpose. All right, man, let's jump right into favorite track now that we've gotten record out of the way. I'm going to start it off right here with nominations for personal favorite track of the year. Now, this is the subjective pick, folks. People like to say this is the most fun award that we give. This is the one that gives us the great insight into our minds sonically, how we judge music. You know, the people, the consensus, the audience, the world wants to know, damn, how does Jony Kenton perceive music? Well, this will give you a great insight into that. This is essentially our mood song of 2018. This is the personal favorite track of the year award. For me, my 5 nominees are Shooter by Playboi Carti and Lil Uzi Vert, Dreamcatcher by Metro Boomin, Sway Lee, and Travis Scott, No Validation by Jacquees, What Am I to Do by Mick Jenkins, and finally, Anywhere by Anderson .Paak, Snoop Dogg, and the Unknown Artful Dodger.
Who are you thinking about picking up?
I don't know. Give me a second so I can quickly listen to the final 2 songs that I'm thinking about. TBH. This is gonna be tough. I need to phone a friend. Oh, bro. Sway Lee's verse on this is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had to close the bamboo blinds on Shawty, bro?
I'm gonna say no.
I'll get you some bamboo blinds, fam. It's a great experience. Woman aside. I don't need to know your sign. Do you see something you like? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I like that.
Dreamcatcher definitely spoke to me. When the bass drops on Shoot It, it feels like I temporarily get taken to like heaven, but like heaven is just filled with hyphy people, like people who are just trying to turn up. But then Anywhere is like the West Coast anthem. It's like I get taken back to my childhood, but it's 2018. How you do this? You know who I'm gonna have to give it to? Dancing in the spotlight with your eyes on me. I don't need to know your sign. Do you see something you like? Dreamcatcher had me out here catching the dreams of all the fine females in the club.
I'm going to talk about my favorite track for 2018 and the 2018 Jony Kenton County Music Award. So my nominees are Chance the Rapper's Walla King, Toby Lou's Birthday Boy, SOBRBE's Vibes, Tierra Whack's Hungry Hippo, and Taylor Bennett's Rock and Roll. This one was tough for me, guys, because Toby Lou's been having a really good year this year, and I'm a big fan of Toby Lou. I think he's going to be a huge breakout artist in 2019, but this is 2018, so we got to focus on what happened in 2018. And Chicago is still representing. The Connie Award goes to Taylor Bennett's Rock and Roll. Yeah, Taylor Bennett did an absolutely great job with his project Be Yourself. So now that we've established the objective and the subjective, let's move forward to one of the categories you've all been waiting for, Music Video of the Year. Now, I'll lead off with my nominations. So the first nomination I got is Teyana Taylor's Gonna Love Me Woo Mix video, Amine's Reel It In featuring Ricky Thompson. Next up is Childish Gambino's This Is America. Once again, absolutely amazing video. Taylor Bennett's Rock and Roll once again. And then also a video that I totally forgot about until I was searching for this, but Lil Dicky's Freaky Friday. The winner for the 2018 Connie Awards Music Video of the Year is, once again, Childish Gambino's This Is America. Well, man, what flicks tickled your fancy?
There'll be no flicking going on here whatsoever. What I was looking for was art. I was looking for just like something that was visually artistic that I could put in the MoMA and people would understand it and be like, wow, there's something I'm gonna take from this. Like, we got Ape Shit by the Carters. That is a nomination. We got ATM by J. Cole. Then we got Stop Trying to Be God by Travis Scott. I would just say this is the Michael Bay-esque nomination. And that came between This Is America by Childish Gambino for all the reasons why Kenton listed. And then we have Hostage by Billie Eilish. If you've never seen this music video, go on to YouTube and just watch it. Like, I feel like you'll get something out of it. Whoever you are, whoever this person is.
So who's your winner?
I have decided to go with... This is very difficult for me. I still have to go with This Is America. And like that, for me to even have to think about it, like, shows how much of high regard I have for Billie Eilish. Like, Hostage stood a chance against This Is America, but This Is America is arguably the greatest music video I've ever seen.
Nice, man. Respectable choice. Yeah, so now we're going to get into the best bar or verse for 2018.
Sorry, I was totally reading something else. What category is this?
This is it's bar of the year.
I spent probably the longest time thinking about this category, especially when it came to nominations. Pretty much this whole month I had to go through track by track of my favorite albums. I went back and listened to previous podcasts of this show just to really try to zone it down and focus on, you know, all the lyricism that 2018 brought, and I feel like these nominations really do the best to exemplify that through the good and the bad. So let's get it started here with the nominations. Meek Mill off of What's Free, the bar / verse that I chose to nominate was Meek Mill on What's Free saying, tell them how we funding all these kids to go to college, tell them how we ceasing all these wars, stopping violence, trying to fix the system and the way that they designed it. I think they want me silenced. We got the simple Mick Jenkins bar from What Am I to Do? I decided to nominate this bar because I felt it was really powerful, considering the need for criminal justice reform we have in this country. Mick Jenkins on What Am I to Do says, what's a nigga to do when you call the police but the trigger's on you? Simple line, but let that shit marinate, because it's a real fear for many people of color in this country. After that, I got J. Cole with Kevin's Heart, specifically the pre-chorus. That's what I wanted to focus on with this nomination, where J. Cole says, she my number one, I don't need nothing on the side. Say that I was done for good and don't want no more lies. But my phone be blowing up, Temptations on my line. I stare at the screen a while before I press decline. But she plants a seed and it still lingers on my mind. Told myself I'm strong enough to shake it and I'm trying. But I'm only human. I know loving you's a crime. If I take this cookie now, one day I'll do the time. Then for the fourth nomination, of course, I felt like considering how minimalistic and really just terse yet profound this lyric was, I had to give it this fourth nomination spot. I really feel like it exemplified the times in terms of what new artists were trying to do, the innovations they were trying to push. And with all of that being said, I would like to nominate Tekashi 6ix9ine from the track Kika, and I quote, "Bitch nigga, definition of a bitch nigga." Kenton, if that's not a bar, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to 6ix9ine for dropping that heat, bro.
He's not wrong. And then finally, the winner for best bar/verse of the year, I am going to have to give it to the winner, which is Pusha T on The Story of Adidon, with the one-liner, "You are hiding a child." You took down Drake. Everybody thought this man was untouchable coming into 2018. And now we realize he bleeds. He bleeds like the rest of us. Thank you, Pusha, for committing regicide and opening our eyes.
Great selections, of course. This is what we do. This is our thing. So now I'm going to get into my nominations for the 2018 Bar of the Year. So first off, we got Travis Scott's Coffee Bean. It's a great song. I definitely appreciate the bar where he says, "Just hit me if anything past due. Your family told you I'm a bad move. Plus I'm already a black dude. Leaving the bathroom with my hands half rinsed. If only a nigga just had sense." Speaking in past tense. I've had a lot of those moments, man. I've dated a lot of white girls. You can definitely feel it sometimes when their family be telling them like, "Yo, you shouldn't be with him. He's a black guy. He's got a lot against him. You don't want to get in that world." But the dick game's strong though. The dick game strong though.
Dude, nice.
Dude, thanks. But it ain't for free. Yeah, so the next nomination is Childish Gambino's This Is America Again. Childish made a huge impact in 2018 using this song. And specifically, there was one line that caught me, that always catches me in the song. "Guns in my area, I got the strap, I gotta carry 'em." My third nomination goes to Johnny's winner, of course, Pusha T, for If You Know, You Know, with his infamous line, "The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child rebel soldier, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turned trapper can morph into us, but a trapper turned rapper can morph into Puff." That's a crazy bar to me. That's heavy. My fourth nomination goes to the sleeper, I think, in this category, which is Lupe Fiasco's King Nas. 1,000 grams get dissolved in the kitchen. Heart-wrenching, part played, took away from my ascension. Crooked ways brought from car, look-aways from tookin' J's. But if it's too late for your prevention, cause I'm playing my position. And our 2018 Kanye Bar of the Year goes to Chicago's own Chance the Rapper for his bars on My Own Thing, where he states, "Please don't hit me in my DM. Promise that my BM gonna slide when she see him. I know she gonna see him cause I'm definitely gonna show her. Take her to the culprit, then I take her to the store." Man, that's some real stuff I live every day as a member of the Faithful Black Men Association. But sometimes the ladies be out here thirsty. They be sliding in the DM. And you gotta show your BM. If you don't show your BM, you definitely gonna get caught up. Now we're going to get into our next category, which is New Artist of the Year. Man, there was a lot of heat this year from a lot of new artists. They definitely held their own in 2018. But 5 in particular definitely stood out to me. And those 5 are Tierra Whack, Taylor Bennett, Sheck West, Rex Life Raj, and my 2018 Kanye Award winner for Best New Artist, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, This man has been killing hip-hop, killing the Latino community, the music game right now.
He's the new Mr. Worldwide.
He is the new Mr. Worldwide. And you know what, Pitbull? You lost your spot. How about you, man? What new artist stood out to you this year?
All right, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the winner was super apparent off top. I'm gonna just get into it right now. The winner was Gunna. No debate. Right now, I'm not hearing nothing. You know what I'm saying? This was unanimous. This man killed every feature, killed every mixtape and project that he was on or created. I can't. Somebody show me a bad Gunna verse. Show me one bad Gunna feature. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, if you guys don't know by now that Johnny's standing over at Gunna, you should go back and listen to all of our podcasts from the beginning.
Alright, so now that we've wrapped up talking about these new artists of the years, we're going to jump in to the producer of the year. That's right, we saved category specifically to be the penultimate category because we think these producers matter a lot. Here we go with my nominations for producer of the year. Murda Beats, Metro Boomin, Mike Dean, Wheezy, aka Wheezy Outta Here, which I thought for the longest time he was saying Louisiana. I was wrong. I was very wrong. And of course, the winner who's produced so many amazing hits, who led Drake to creep down the block and to take the right. Tay Keith, please come get your 2018 Kanye for fucking these niggas up all 2018.
Yeah, sorry guys. Once again, we don't have the budget for Tay Keith to actually be here. But I'm sure he's fucking the niggas up wherever he is. So, my 2018 producer of the year. First up, Ye, for dropping all those damn projects that he dropped. This man was doing his thing on the production. Scoopity Poop? The beat for Scoopity Poop though? Next nomination, K-Tronada, Metro Boomin. All Heroes Don't Wear Capes it's a great album. Hit Boy definitely has killed the game. Sicko Mode, but that being said, even though those four definitely had a significant impact on 2018, the man that stole the show for producer of the year was none other than Ty Dolla $ign. One of the greatest producers and artists of our generation, definitely. So that's our 2018 Kanye Awards Producer of the Year. And finally, we are now going to get to the category that you've all been waiting for, the 2018 Kanye Award for Album of the Year. This was really hard because 2018 was on fire. So many great projects. But I've come to the conclusion of these 4 nominees and the one winner. First nominee, Amine's 1.5. Second nomination, Post Malone's Beer Bongs and Bentleys. The third nomination goes to Vince Staples for FM. The fourth nomination is Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy. And then there was Travis Scott, the 2018 Kanye Award Album of the Year winner for Astroworld. Fantastic album, front to back.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you folks. It's late into the night, and like all great award shows, I've been fucking drinking backstage. So we're gonna fucking do this live so I can pass out at the second after party after this. I heard Georgia Smith's gonna be there. I'm pulling up from 50. Okay, so nominations. Jesus. First, we got Kids See Ghosts by Kids See Ghosts. I was a hating ass nigga when this album came out, mainly because it made a lot of weird noises and Kanye was on some Trump shit, and all of those things are still true to this day. But let me tell you, I understand a lot more of what this album was trying to accomplish, and if I have to look at this album in terms of an objective lens, an artistic lens, this album was spiritual. This album is a piece of art in terms of the cover art made by Takashi Murakami with the wood block. That is one of the dopest burn-ins I've ever seen on a wood block. And then I also got to shout out the return of Kid Cudi, aka the King of the Moans. Whoa. Just a great album. I'm glad I got the nomination spot because I know it touched a lot of people's lives this year. And if we had to look back at just using music as a gauge of the American psyche in this Trumpian era, I think that Kids See Ghosts actually does a great job of exemplifying 2018. in a nutshell. So we got Swimming by Mac Miller. Real heartache, yet real recovery, real growth. Gave us, unfortunately, his magnum opus, but good lord, what a magnum opus it was. After that, we got Everything Is Love by the Carters. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're done capitalizing off of Jay-Z cheating, and they decided to give us a real album. Talk about black love. You talk about black excellence. You talk about Beyonce still looking good in them tights. After that, we got Hive Mind by The Internet. And then the fifth nomination that I got is for Astroworld by Travis Scott. This man was everywhere. This man made all the right moves. He knocked up a Kylie. He got a little stormy with it, you know what I'm saying? He gave us Astroworld. He took us to the Astro Fest. We saw roller coasters inside of arenas. But who is gonna win? I'll tell you right now. We're giving it to Everything Is Love by the Carters, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Come get this award. It's The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Let's throw it up for all my people in the back wearing fucking FUBU jeans. You know what I'm talking about, the Mark Echo days.
Yeah, guys, Johnny's he's too drunk to do the rest of this. Thankfully, we've come to the end. Thank you guys for tuning in to the 2018 Kanye Awards. We appreciate all your love and support for 2018. Please continue to tune in to us, like, comment, share, subscribe for sure. Make sure you hit that little bell at the bottom right of the YouTube video. And please keep an eye on us and tell your friends and watch us grow and grow with us as 2019 approaches and as we succeed in following our dreams of becoming the next Desus Mary.
All right, so where's Georgia Smith at?